The Unraveling of Life. How the discovery of DNA rewrote our understanding of humanity. The Unraveling of Life. How the discovery of DNA rewrote our understanding of humanity. The groundbreaking discovery of DNA's structure in the early 1950s stands as a pivotal moment in scientific history. A tale of brilliant minds, fierce competition, and ultimately, a profound shift in how we perceive life itself. With the recent passing of American geneticist James Watson at 97, the final key player in this dramatic saga has departed, leaving behind a legacy that continues to shape our world. From mysterious, vital force to the double helix before the mid-20th century, the underlying mechanisms of inheritance remained largely unknown. Natural philosophers speculated about a vague, vital force that differentiated living organisms from inanimate matter, while physicians observed the transmission of hereditary diseases across generations without grasping the underlying principles. Even Charles Darwin, a pioneer in evolutionary theory, acknowledged the mystery of inheritance in The Origin of Species, 1859. While Darwin grappled with the concept of inheritance, Gregor Mendel's meticulous experiments with pea plants laid the foundation for understanding heredity. He observed predictable ratios in the transmission of traits, suggesting the existence of discrete factors passed down from parents to offspring. However, Mendel could only speculate about the nature of these factors. The early 1900s witnessed a resurgence of interest in Mendel's work, and the concept of genes emerged. Initially regarded as mere mathematical abstractions, genes were later recognized as physical molecules. However, scientists struggled to pinpoint which molecule, whether proteins or the enigmatic DNA, represented the gene. Unlocking the code. The structure and function of DNA, the breakthrough came with the elucidation of DNA's double helix structure. DNA consists of two strands twisted around each other, each decorated with 4 molecular units, or bases, a 4-letter alphabet that encodes genetic information. Crucially, cells can split these strands apart and faithfully copy them, facilitating cell division and enabling the precise inheritance of genetic traits. This discovery launched a cascade of further revelations. During the 1950s and 1960s, scientists deciphered the genetic code, the way cells use DNA to build proteins. Subsequent research illuminated the mechanisms of mutation, demonstrating how errors in DNA sequence, often triggered by radiation or chemicals, can lead to devastating genetic disorders and, simultaneously, serve as the raw material for natural selection, providing a molecular basis for Darwin's theory of evolution. The Human Genome Project, and beyond James Watson, played a central role in the modern age of molecular biology, spearheading the Human Genome Project in 1990, an ambitious effort to map the 3 billion base pairs contained within the human cell. Although his tenure as the project's leader was short-lived, the work continued unabated, culminating in the creation of a first draft of the human genome in 2001. Rapid advances in technology dramatically reduced the cost and increased the speed of genome sequencing. Today, an individual's genome can be accurately sequenced in a matter of hours for a few $100s. This accessibility has revolutionized medical diagnostics, allowing doctors to routinely screen patients for inherited diseases, and has enabled geneticists to explore our evolutionary past by resurrecting the genomes of our ancestors. The shadow of prejudice. Genetics and the misuse of science. Despite his groundbreaking contributions, Watson's legacy is complicated by controversial views on heredity. Into his 90s, he publicly and privately expressed beliefs that Black people possess genes associated with lower intelligence, views that led Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory to sever ties with him in 2019. These remarks underscored the dangers of misusing scientific findings to justify prejudice, a pattern with deep roots in history. Throughout the 15th century, European Christians began asserting the superiority of their group, bolstering claims of racial purity and justifying the enslavement of Native Americans and Africans. Early American anthropologists attempted to lend scientific legitimacy to racism, claiming justification through skull measurements and, later, through genetics. These beliefs fueled discriminatory legislation, including laws restricting interracial marriage, and permitting the sterilization of individuals deemed unfit. A new perspective on humanity, genetic diversity and the limits of race, contemporary genetic research challenges traditional notions of race. In 2023, the National Academies of Sciences recommended against using race as a category in genetic studies, emphasizing that racial classifications are poor proxies for genetic diversity. While studies have identified genes associated with certain traits, the variation within those genes accounts for only a tiny fraction of the differences observed among individuals. Understanding the interplay between our genes and our experiences remains a central challenge for scientists. The continuing mystery of DNA. Beyond the code, even DNA itself continues to perplex scientists. The 3 billion base pairs within a single human cell, if stretched out, would span over 6 feet. However, the vast majority of this DNA, far more than the protein-coding genes, consists of junk DNA, including genetic switches, regulatory elements, and remnants of ancient viruses. Moreover, DNA's remarkable ability to be crammed into a single cell relies on its intricate, constantly changing three-dimensional structure. Scientists are now working to unravel these complex movements to better understand how cells harness DNA's power to sustain life. The unraveling of DNA's secrets will undoubtedly continue for decades to come, demanding the collaborative efforts of generations of scientists. The journey promises to reveal profound insights into the very essence of life and the intricate tapestry of humanity.